Yeah, I think so. I was looking at it and I was like, they're definitely going to get the gas bonus if they come.
Yeah.
All right, so Lucas, are we going right into it, or are they hand warming? It looks like they're
It looks like
playing.
we're going in.
Looks like they're playing. So NEG Stingers and NEG Hart, probably, arguably, the best team in North Carolina. There's no doubles PR or anything like that, but when you look at the raw data, they definitely have the best results in the last 2 years.
Yeah, definitely.
In the last 2 years, they've been pretty dominant. They haven't always teamed. They don't team at everything. But I think with the circuit binding them together, I think you'll see them team a lot more.
And hopefully we get to see them do it even better.
Yeah,
I really enjoy watching them play.
Yeah, I like watching them play, and we also have like kind of like a rivalry now because there's two teams that arguably are the best, like them and Purple and Slip and Slide, and Purple and Slip and Slide just don't have that data yet.
Yeah.
So the circuit is going to bring all this stuff to the front of the line.
Yeah, it's very cool to see both of them play because Purple and Slip and Slide aren't quite the singles players that both Stingers
and Hart are. Yeah.
But they do just have such good team chemistry. But let's talk about Kaeon and TAH. Do you know how many tournaments that they've teamed at?
I think this is their second one or third.
I think so. I know that they teamed at Chapel Thrills.
They like teaming together because they just have a play style. Instead of having to switch their play styles to compensate each other, they have a pretty naturally meshing.
Yeah, they're both very patient players. They're not going to overcommit in general. So I think that mixes well.
Yes.
It can be tricky though. One thing I've seen that's a little bit of a flaw in their game plan is that sometimes if one of the teammates get pressured like extra, like maybe the other team like goes after TAH or something like that, then that player might not be able to deal with the double pressure, and since his teammate is going to be a little less like on top of trying to get in because he's not too aggressive, it might bite him a little bit. But
absolutely. Well, this stage is just like, as a former Marth main, I just really couldn't see myself letting it go to this stage. But Tahim's very comfortable. Yeah, Tahim's very comfortable on the stage because he doesn't mind waiting and he doesn't mind the space.
He really likes the space. All right, so we've got a slight lead for Tahim and Kaeon. So
yeah, they've actually been in a slight lead throughout most of the match, if not all of the match. But Tahim gets a real chunky gimp right there, but Lucas eats a shine spike for it.
Wow.
Stingers cannot get gimped here, but they might gimp Tahim.
Oh man, that would have been huge.
Yeah, that would have been an absolute devastator gimp. So we're coming it down to a tight bat.
Yeah.
One stock apiece. I'm digging this.
Love the way. Oh my god. He went for the grimy down throw on Tahim.
Yeah, that was a little greedy. But Stinger's definitely controlling his space. He's not trying to move too much.
Man, they're just knocking each other around.
Yeah, it's a real slobber knocker right now. Like, we could see this go either way for sure.
Oh no!
Oh, for sure can't get hit by that back air. That is rough. Oh,
wow.
But I can't believe they let him live.
Yeah.
I can't believe they let him live there. I wonder why they. What was the thought process there? Maybe they just underestimated Marth Subby.
Maybe.
Lucas choosing to go with down tilt right there. Super safe. I like that decision.
All right, so Kaeon with high percent.
Yeah, but this is totally doable. These guys are in F smash range.
Good down tilt.
Yeah, like this is over. Kaeon
wow,
just 2v1.
Kaeon.
The Emperor.
Yeah.
Putting him in a sarcophagus.
Yeah, very, very good 2v1.
Yeah, that was a real good comeback. Dreamland working out for the red team there.
Yeah.
Definitely probably not the stage they wanted to go to.
Well, I don't know. Because of their playstyles, the characters probably don't want to go there. But because of their playstyles, I don't think they mind that.
I agree.
And I think that's why they allowed themselves to strike there. I've seen them strike there a couple times, actually.
Okay, that makes sense. Battlefield is a good choice from Peach Fox here.
So you don't get hampered down with the small stage, but it's also like they're not going to give the other team as much space, which you can see the red team can capitalize off of. All right, let's see. All right, Kaeon doing a lot of work on this right side. He just got reversaled. Let's see if
this is a bad spot for the red team. Like he can't get to Kaeon.
Oh, and he committed really hard
and that's
for
exactly,
that save.
That is what Lucas wanted exactly. Like I've seen Lucas do that setup to Marth a lot of time because one of the things that makes Marth bad at teams is that he can't really commit a lot of resources in that situation. Once he uses his double jump, he goes from being like arguably the best character in the game to like one of the like worst characters.
Yeah,
he's just falling in the air. His up B is very, very easy to predict. Like it's all he's got.
Very poor downward priority.
Yeah, and he falls a lot faster than most floaties. He has a weird weight for fall weight.
A lot of shielding here. No one wants to get hit.
Taheem with a nice rising bear, getting him out of some really tight pressure there. Sees through the lines. Lucas holding on. Commentator's curse.
Yeah,
back to the 3-stock apiece.
All right, that's dead Kaeon. Now, something interesting I saw there was Stingers stayed on the edge even though he knew Kaeon was dead. He could have gone and tried to help with the 2v1, but maybe he just saw that Lucas was doing fine. He just wanted to make sure.
I wonder where the decision point to have basically the way Lucas and Stingers play is very like handoffish.
Yeah.
They don't really like to get into like dedicated 1v1s. So I wonder where the decision point is for that when they play players that they're arguably higher level singles players than. Because if you know that Stingers is going to beat this guy every time, and you know that Lucas is going to beat this guy every time in a 1v1, you should play to that.
Yeah,
you would think. But they seem to make it work by weaving in and out of each other, doing that kind of like Spanish weave is what they call it, I think.
Okay.
And it's very, very good for Peach and Fox because Peach has that really, really nice float height for it.
Yeah.
Peach has like that ideal team's float height where your character just sits underneath her in like this safe zone. Very different story from the green team this second game than we saw from the first game.
Yeah.
I don't think Kaeon will be making this 2v1 comeback. We might see another one though.
Oh, but if you eat those words.
Commentator's curse.
Oh
GR Smash
my
video.
God.
Lucas is pretty dirty on the edge right there. You can't really put it past him to shine you at any point, and that's exactly what Kaeon was aware of.
Yeah, that's it.
And it looks like Team NEG is going to come back into the set 1-1. And this is winners finals, so we're going to be seeing 5 games possibly.
Potentially 5 beautiful
Potentially
games
5,
in
yeah.
Melee.
Right now, we've seen 2, and they've been great games.
Yeah, they've been really good games.
And you know, the third game is so important in the best of 5 set. It really gets you, like if you think about how much a game is worth, it's like almost 8, it's like could be up to 8 minutes, right? So it's like a lot of the time. When you win that third game, you're so much closer to the finish line than the other guy. It's ridiculous.
It takes off a lot of the pressure.
Yeah, and it definitely does. Like, okay, just one more game and we're in there. Like, this is 2-1 right now. So let's see if they can. Let's see who's going to come out in that situation.
Really good shine from Kaeon there.
Yeah, I think killing Stingers on this stage is going to be pretty difficult, but not nearly as difficult as it would have been on Dreamland.
Right.
But Stingers is going to trade every time.
Yeah, in general, especially with this team makeup, I never really find that killing the Peach is what I'm going after. So I really want to like hit Peach away because she takes so long to recover that you can get a 2v1 on her partner.
Oh, nice Matrix-esque forward smash from Taheem there.
Whoa.
He sneaks back onto the stage.
Yeah, they just didn't communicate well on that.
And Stinger's in a rough spot. Let's see, he's back on the stage here. He's got to make some room for Lucas to clear the runway, so to speak.
Yeah, that's why he went a bit aggressive there.
Kaeon's shield pressure not 100% right there, and it did cost him. That is one of the things about Peach matchup. She is that character that makes you go, oh, you're playing a Spacey and you messed up? Like, I'm going to be that character that punishes you. Exactly. And everything, like, it's amazing what the space animals can do, potentially, with perfect tech skill.
But you gotta be perfect.
But it's one of those things where the big punishes, the simple stuff, is always going to work if you mess up.
Yeah. All right.
Very excellent turnip control there from Stingers. That was a
really
beautiful.
Good.
That is one of the reasons why FD is really good for Peach. Like a lot of people underestimate how good platforms are for just blocking turnips. It's really, really hard as Marth, especially who has such bad aerial, like such linear air mobility, to get away from like a really good string of turnips.
Yeah,
like
you don't really want to catch it because Marth's got the worst throw in the game.
Yeah, that was one of the best things about switching to Luigi, man. I started catching turnips when I fought Peach, and I was like, wow, this is really useful.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I could have done this with Marth. Anyway, speaking of Marth, probably one of the worst characters in the game to be in a 2v1 situation as. Just
from the high tiers.
He definitely does not have a good kit for fighting Fox and Fox, for instance, or most of the common teams. Great gimp there from Tahim. Did he put too much into it, it looks like? I think he put himself in a pretty bad spot. Let's see what he does.
All right.
I think he got a little scared there. I think he could have made it back.
Yeah, I think he could have.
All right, so I'm thinking, if I'm them right now, I'm thinking Pokemon Stadium for sure.
I would like Pokemon Stadium. Yeah.
There's no bans, so I'm thinking Pokemon Stadium is where I want.
Stadium's pretty good for
where
Marth,
I want to go.
For sure.
So game 2 was on Battlefield.
Battlefield. Yeah, they won their game on Dreamland.
So it's going to be Pokemon or Yoshi's for sure.
Okay.
I feel. I see some Wilmington guys in the chat. Thanks for stopping in, Wilmington. We actually got some representation from the Coastal this weekend. We got, I think, like 5 or 6 Wilmington guys here.
Yeah,
so that's all really
I saw
good.
a couple of guys from Wilmington that are also from Asheville. Like
oh,
Asheville
yeah?
area, yeah. I think Franklin, one of the guys from Franklin brought him out. So, shout outs to Nimbus.
Nimbus, that's his name.
Yeah. All right, so we went back. What do you think of that?
I probably wouldn't have done, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have done this, but, you know, both these guys are PR'd, and I'm not, so.
They did like their space in game 1.
It's not like it wasn't close.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like it was a blowout by any means last time they were here. It looks like Lucas is going to patently Lucas himself.
Oh, he's just going to get rid of stocks. I didn't even realize he got rid of 2 already.
He literally just SD'd to 0.
Hopefully that doesn't get in his head. I think he's been better at not letting
blowing that
get
off.
into his head.
Yeah, I do too. I think we've seen huge improvement from him in that regard.
That used to really turn the tide of a game. But he's done a whole lot better with that.
Especially in teams.
Yeah. Good save from Stingers. Too bad he couldn't close that out.
But Lucas will, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like it.
Lucas is hard to mess with on the edge. A lot of people underestimate him. His ability to edge guard with Shine is pretty good.
That was a really nice tipper.
Yeah, it looks like Lucas and Stingers are going to have to back up and punt.
Tahim popped his head on the stage.
Shades of me in the earlier break.
Oh.
And what did I tell you about my boy Luke? Oh, he's getting, commentator's curse.
Yeah, he got him, dude.
He almost got him. So Lucas on his last stock at 97%. He could little brother his way back into the match. We're actually pretty tight overall. But the next 2 stocks out of whatever team, if they pull ahead by 2 stocks, that's going to be so big on the stage. It's going to be so, like the pace of the games they're playing is pretty collected and pretty slow. So
wow, that turnip saved him on the.
I couldn't tell if it was the turnip or invisible ceiling, but I guess it was the turnip.
I heard the sound. That was crazy. On the team attack forward smash.
Nice get up attack there from Kaeon. Pretty well timed. How did no one expect that? Okay, so Stinger's got a little greedy, wanted to trade a little too much right there, and we see the red team pull ahead by what?
2 stocks.
2 stocks.
Well done.
That's exactly right. So
now, granted, they do have high percent.
They do, but you got to think that with Kaeon being at 114, and like as long as he basically doesn't get swatted by forward air from Peach or like hit directly by Fox with a really big kill move, he's gonna probably get at least unless he has these.
Yeah,
I was gonna say he's probably gonna get another 30. You know. So if they put Kaeon into this 2v1 situation again, I think they're gonna have a pretty hard time overall winning the game, just because they're both in that ideal percent that he wants them at, just like we saw on Dreamland.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Okay, so Kaeon knows what he needs to do. He's done it before, and there goes the first one, and we could be seeing it here. This is NEG Stingers versus Kaeon, and that
up tilt was so cute.
Yeah, that was snuck it right in there. Oh wow, that's going to go to game 5. Kaeon wins 2.
Really good.
Kaeon wins 2 of the 2v1s.
Both of the games.
Both of the games that they've won
have been
Kaeon 2v1s that have gone super good for him.
Yeah.
And it's because Tahim, before he died, put in enough work to have both of them relatively high. And all he needed was that quick up smash.
Up smash on Lucas.
And it was over. And it's one of those things where when you're in a 2v1 like that, you're in a situation like that, and you land that up smash and you kill that guy, it's like, I'm so close.
Yeah.
This guy's already
You've got the momentum. The other guy's scared.
Yeah. That's such a big mental factor. It's just like, wow, I'm so close. And now we're going to see the last game play out on Battlefield. So they went back again.
Yeah, lots of
no Stadium, no Yoshis this whole set. So interesting stuff.
Well, Stadium and Yoshis are more wild card sort of games in doubles because there's less space. Then you're not sure if everything is going to work out for you. You've got a little less control in every aspect of the game, you know?
Yeah. I'm seeing Lucas run around a lot this game. I'm not really sure. I think he should kind of slow it back down to what the pace he was playing that last game.
Ooh, missing that back air.
I think he's playing a little too out front. And he's got to watch out for Taheem. Taheem is shark in recovery right here. Lucas continues to be in a bad spot.
That read
there goes the up
smash.
Lucas comes back down and takes one.
So
Peach dies. Taheem could potentially go out right here if I don't know if they want to do that or if Lucas just wants to press his advantage. Wow, that was really, really good up tilt from Luke. Look the damage on Kaeon. He just took 61% in like 4 or 5 seconds.
So crazy.
Like it's
oh my God, that's
Stitch or Rooney. Oh wow. Stingers continues to mash like DDR and manages to sneak a stage spike down smash in there. That's just good character knowledge there from Stingers, the ability to recognize that he was coming down with that float cancel.
Well, he knows that there's just so much chaos going on in a doubles game that they're less likely to tech it than they are in singles. I don't know if he would have gone for that in singles. I don't know if it would have worked.
There's a lot of distractions.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the double up smash from Kaeon.
Kaeon is looking like the MVP right now. He is wearing a Tutankhamun costume, and he is ruling over the pyramids right now.
Trying to turn these boys into mummies.
Lucas is having a rough time fighting his way off that ledge there. He took a lot of damage for it, in my opinion. And he could kill Kaeon here. Misses the bear. That's pretty crucial. Okay, so I don't agree.
Man.
Okay, so I don't ever agree with doing that, like hitting somebody with a recovery as good as Fox out there while Marth's trying to like get edge guarded, because that's just like asking to have both of them live. And one of you die, in my opinion. So
it's tricky though.
It was tricky, and we did actually see it turn out kind of favorable for Lucas, but I think if they would have played it differently, they could have potentially killed both of them.
Yeah, especially if they had knocked them off the side and then gotten one person to edge guard.
Game 5, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, so Peach at high percent. So that'll mean that any stray hit that hits Peach is probably going to send her too far away to help. But Lucas just going in on Taheem.
Why did he up smash in place? Probably a tech flub. Probably meant to dash. Wave dash. I can't tell how this is going to go. It looks like Kaeon's going to get, it looks like Kaeon's going to be back here. Stingers is alone.
Yeah.
And this is game 5.
So he needs to take this.
God, Taheem is doing so well, though.
Yeah, he's spacing really well around Olive.
You talk about a character that has a rough time in a 2v1. Martha's definitely that character, but man, does he make a great partner in a 2v1, because he can just create just walls. All right, so Stingers is feeling, he's searching, he's reaching for anything right here. And he gets up smashed.
Yeah,
game 5 of Winners Finals.
Yeah, really good set.
Goes to Taheem and Kaeon. That set was pretty tight. Every game was so close.